edge of the smoke. As you said, though, Zywoo definitely making a big difference to begin with, and that was a round where Vitality didn't have that much to work with, but it turns the tides of the economy entirely. NiP are now the ones who only have one AK into this round. Again, they're focusing that AK into the hands of Nork. He's someone that they're putting a lot of emphasis into on this NiP side. They clearly want him to be one of the stars of the squad, and Hampus is just going to try and see if he can sell this fake on B. Problem being, Zywoo is ready for this angle when the shot connects, not for the kill. RPK blinded by his teammate, and now he's dead. Oh, that's not the start they needed. Shock still sitting at CT, but Apex comes in. He's going to get some great kills. Apex locking it down, and that was really important that he stepped up there.
Yeah, Apex just cleaning it up. Danger averted. And while I have to say, NiP... we should be a little bit scared right now. Vitality has started to rack these up. They're starting
You can do. Shock's taking the AWP ahead of Zywoo in this round. He's going to take that over to the A site. Zywoo's happy to go with the rifle in this one. I think the main thing that NiP have been doing really successfully in this game, though, Dinko, as we see Zywoo, why he's got that rifle, he's going to go aggressive, and Plopsky needs to be ready. He is prepared. Plopsky makes it a second, spotting out that early aggression, and that should put NiP firm favorites in this round.
Yeah, again. Good start the round. Plopsky's actually looked better in this match so far. Hasn't exactly been fantastic, but that is a specific round where he is definitely having an elevation in his performance. But Masuda this time, I was a little worried there, Alex, and towards that B bomb site. I thought he was about to go down without a fight, and they would have locked around him for NiP, but Masuda gets a kill, and now they're going to boost him up on short. He could find Nok here as well. Are they expecting this reposition? Nok's barrel comes around the corner. Masuda with the first. He'll drop off into the left corner. Now Rez swings around. Masuda, what a round from him so far. He's flipped this on its head, and Vitality stand in a 3 versus 1, and Masuda secures himself a 4K, and it's tied up on the server. What a round from Masuda. What a god on that B-bomb site, finally showing up.
Yeah, that's more like it. And he definitely could have gone down on that first fight. You're right, Dinko. It looked like Hampus was going to catch him out, but I think Hampus fluffed a couple.
On the attacking side into the second half, NiP will look to pick up their map pick, and they'll have to do it here in the second half.
And in the previous pistol, Dinko, Zywoo bought the kit and the nades. He bought the utility. This time, he's been dropped to P250. He is going to get set up for success in this one.
Hampus playing in the smoke. A couple of players from Vitality now crossing in front of his cross area. Hear those footsteps. No damage done yet on the server. Bomb plant comes in for Team Vitality. It's going to be a 5v5 retake. The players across the server, this is going to be a messy one, as there's still Rez in the window, and Masuda's pushed up. He also has RPK. Rez's life expectancy is very low, and he will fall. Shocks with one, nearly gets a second into the connector. He knows the information of one player in Con, and RPK can swing on by, but he's being shot in the back, and the kills keep coming through for NiP. There are 2 players up in this round, and this retake looks like it might just happen, especially with that kill onto Apex. It's all on Masuda. And it just never was going to happen for him. NiP, when they're pissed around, a pretty solid retake from them. A lot of duels that could have went either way there realistically, but NiP win them.
Yeah, Hampus surviving on 1 health in connector might be the difference maker here. He turns that round onto Shox. If Shox is just a few feet closer, he gets that kill straight up. He did 99 damage. That's what allows Vitality to get back into this position. A good decision by Vitality to quickly move into B pays off for them. And they should be good to get an 11-8 lead, although Apex has taken some early dink damage. Oh, Twist, that is so clean.
Apex just got wrecked in this round. There's no other word to describe it. Apex out of the server immediately into round number 19. And AK-47 going up to the roof from Zywoo. Doesn't well let that fall into the hands of NiP. But you gotta feel bad for Apex there, but it's still funny to watch.
Just that Twist gets that first dink as well, right? And then the second one on the fadeaway.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's like, hold on a second. Let me boost my teammate up into the window. Then I'm coming back. I'm not done with you, Apex. Finish us off the job, but still, look at this A-bomb side currently for NiP. They've got 1 player over here playing in towards spawn. That's Rez, and the attack coming in from Team Vitality. They're going to be throwing the smokes up, the executing towards the A-bomb site. NiP were gambling over towards the B side of the map with 2 players towards short, 2 at the B side itself. And now with Vitality heading in towards A, it is just Rez here to try and stop it all from happening. And it's not realistic. He is going to be shut down at 3 HP. Still no kill. And Hampus is on the stairs. The smoke has faded away, and the bomb is still not down for Vitality.
PK finally doing that job. Zywoo's already got his first kill of the round. Hampus sitting at stairs with that M4. Rez, the only man from CT. Couple of fights going down. Nothing too significant so far. Zywoo's still stuck on the site. That smoke isn't really that good for Vitality right now. It's allowing Rez to start to close the distance. They've got a couple of players trapped, and Rez has got the first kill. Time is low, but they have a kit. Hampus has another kill. NiP could make this happen. Shox has to spray away. Shox has to do the damage, and he combines with RPK for all those kills at the end there. NiP make it close, but Vitality lock it down.
Man, I was getting worried right there. And Navira was sitting there just looking at that like, I could have done better. But nonetheless, that was a little scary there for Vitality towards the end of that round. But luckily, RPK and Shox had this iron hold in the crossfire, taking every single player
onto the A site in that last gun round, and they were able to win the round quite quickly because of it. So I like that NiP were ready with the nades this time. They were ready to slow Vitality down. But another fast play. Hampus, you've got to be ready for this one. Early aggression from Vitality, and they've already got 2 kills.
Twist holding back. This change in pace has already shown so far in this half to find success for Vitality. NiP have not handled the quick plays very well. Vitality are so lightning fast when it comes to these rounds. Hampus at least getting 1 kill, making it doable, putting it within touching distance for NiP. But Twist, a short receipt of the smoke. He will shut down Zywoo though. And we're into a 3 versus 3. Bomb plant secure for Vitality. NiP still have Plopsky in the smoke in behind Shox, who now fades away. There's the kill for Plopsky. That might just be the turning of the tides. The second kill as well. And it's all on Apex. A 1 versus 3. And he's stuck in middle. He's aware of Twist, who will look up for the kill. And now moving forward, Apex more lead. And he tries to get the transfer. But it'll be the round 1 by NiP. A poor start to the round from NiP, but a big recovery from Plopsky.
Yeah, that was the CT smoke that they put down towards that triple box that Plopsky just decided to sit in, and it faded at just the right time for him to be able to open things up. This shot from Twist as well, just on the edge of the smoke, spotting Zywoo, gets him out of the equation, and then Plopsky.
He's currently 17 and 16, not quite like the performance the last time around here on Mirage, but replicating that, of course, back-to-back is just kind of unrealistic. NiP did a good job of sort of shutting him down in that first half. He hasn't really had that much impact on the T side, as you're expecting, and again, he is shut out by Knock.
Now the flashbang landed, but Nort gets the kill while blind. Now Apex was throwing some nades out towards A. He threw the lurk smoke, but he's coming back to B. That was just to try and keep those A players guessing. Rez is still in the top of connector though. Always a strong spot to be at the start of the round, but as soon as those smokes start to fade, you do feel quite open, so he's falling back. And that means it's probably down to Plopsky this time, anchoring the B site. Last time it was Twist, this time it's Plopsky, and he's caught early.
Yeah, he doesn't get anything. And now the attack from Vitality is looking deadly. Oh, 1 kill from Hampus. That's not really ideal because still locked out of the site is Knock. The utility being used up. And still 3v3. The 1 kill is certainly enough to keep it even. And now Rez's turn to try and do something from short. He has a decent position coming in here. No one's actually looking this way. They have got Apex just holding if Rez is to walk around the corner, and he's just transitioned to this direction. Rez still wins the duel, but it's Masuda quick on the trade. Still at 2v2. An Equilibrium still on the server right now, and the post-plant positions are solid from Vitality. Masuda popping off another kill collective for him, and the time is ticking. Twist needs to go now. Needs to go for the defuse, and Shox in the apartment has a good angle. The smoke, what? What is that shot from Twist? No time for the defuse, but that is lightning fast from Twist.
Oh, you almost feel bad for him after he lands that shot that he can't win the round.
That's filthy.
That was a quick scope into the face.
I don't even know how this is human. That's just disgusting.
There. So good start for Vitality. I like the fast play. Even though NiP seems somewhat prepared for it, even though NiP reacted somewhat well positionally, they just don't land the shots. But now the force buy comes through for the Swedes, and Plopsky is already pushed into hut. That's a good bit of information to gather.
Yeah, there's a lot of information gathered. And Shocks towards the top of secret stairs. The Vitality having full yard control, but look at this. Plopsky, he spots the feet of RPK, and the MP9 rattles off enough shots to take RPK out of the round. And now NOK trying to hold on. The Deagle around the corner too. Picked up for NOK. Filthy kills. And now Shocks left alone. Somehow NiP have done it. They will win this force by round. Shocks has to pull off a 1v4. And that's just not realistic. But he's collected the first. Having received a lot of damage though, that decreases his chances further. And you've got Plopsky up on top. Silo Shocks won't be ready for that. Nearly is able to flick up though. And Plopsky will take him down. Round picked up for NiP. And they desperately need a good start here. So that is a fantastic round to win.
Yeah, Plopsky gets that early kill at hut, and then this crossfire. This is what I was talking about from Pistol, where there were two players stacked in that spot. It's just this time the shots are landed from NiP. Twist gets one kill and gets traded. Nort gets a couple of shots to land, and that means that Nort gets rewarded with an AWP into his hands here very early in the game, while Vitality are scraping together a buy from the bottom of the barrel. ZywOo gets one Galil. There are barely any nades for them here. This is just going to come down to shots for Vitality. They're going to rely on landing some shots early to get into this one.
Hampus has an angle. RPK has been shut down to 38 HP. Hampus with the headshot. ZywOo falling victim to it. But Masuda's got in behind. Hampus needs to be careful. He will go down. And now it's an M4 recovery from Masuda. He looks to do a little bit more with it as well. He's close. But Plopsky gets a double kill. Luckily, Apex available to get at least one back in for Vitality. And they have a chance for more damage. That's all they're really looking for in this round. Rez, Twist, and NOK. The two Galils, the AWP. It's looking good for NiP. Apex and Shocks will try their best to do more damage for Vitality, to drop a few extra plays. They've got 35 seconds to do it. Apex is going to wrap around Heaven. He has recollected that bomb, but Twist is in hell. And now this position towards Heaven is going to throw a spanner into the works for Apex. I don't think he caught the timing, but he spots the head. Twist will fall, and now they're going to run to the B bomb site. Now they have a chance to win the round, not only do damage. Retake, or will it be a stop to the plant? Rez has already got down here quickly. Bomb plant coming through. That nade might just do it. It might just finish off a player, but Apex gets away. And now it has to be a 2v2 retake, Alex. Look at the positions for Vitality.
Both coming in from decon, but they've been able to push out onto the site. Last flashbang thrown
Shocks
for Vitality, but Shocks is on the flank. He has to open back up the door. It's not planted for him. They know they're not on the bomb though. Shocks finally pulls the trigger. Great shot onto the first man, and Rez is looking both ways. Apex shoots him in the back. What a round for Vitality. They come away with it.
How Vitality managed to pull that off? NiP had an AWP and two Galils into that round, still left alive in a 3v2, but it's just perfect ingenuity from the likes of Apex. His walking yard, he had so much space to work with, so he just keeps walking. He just makes the beeline for that lower site, and they play it to perfection. A really good play from Shocks, wrapping around. The bomb, like you said, wasn't planted for him, but that's the trick, right? That's the genius behind that play. They're not going to be expecting that. And he comes in with a flank. Flashbang's not good, but he has a second one. It'll be ineffective as Hampus has gone back towards decon stairs.
I like how as soon as he said the genius behind that play, we then get to see Shocks throw a flash at a wall. The two sides of Shocks.
He used it all up. He used it all up in that last round.
I've got to say, I am surprised that Nork wasn't faster to rotate to yard in that last round. Because remember, Nork had the AWP in that round. I thought he was going to be quick to rotate to help Hampus, who was taking those early fights. And that might have been enough to make the difference, but Nork never really got involved. Now we've got another force buy. It's been back and forth at the start of this game, but Plopsky playing up close. Gets one, gets two. Plopsky looking for a third. Shocks finally trades him, and here comes the flank into the A site.
Rez holding on, has an AK now to play with. RPK, an important headshot, but still a chance for NiP to win this round. Bomb has to be recollected by Shocks. Does he go to B? Does he drop down to the lower site right now while RPK holds them down? He's got another one. NOK going down as well, and RPK playing in the smoke, delaying. playing, creating distraction as Shox plants the bomb on the B site. They now have to go for this retake. They should realize it's not the A site very quickly, and RPK somehow gets away. They drop down the vent, and Shox showing up gets the double kill. Yet another round where Vitality looked like they're in a position to lose it, and Shox steps up alongside RPK.
Oh, when Shox is clutching, you know that Vitality are looking in good shape. Had to get that scrappy trade to begin with. Foxy did a really nice job on this off angle at getting 2 kills in the first place, but you've got to make sure you always put them away, even if you're in those close scenarios. But we finally got the buyback for NiP. Nork having to go glass cannon on the AWP. He might not get the shots he wanted, but he lands a leg onto ZywOo. Vitality are down secret.
Ooh, that smoke will be enough to deter them. They're actually going to come away from the position. Twist successful in finding RPK, and that's the opening kill for NiP into the round. They've got the man advantage to play with. And Team Vitality, they haven't went back to the yard. Instead, they hold back and wait out that smoke and will re-aggress down in towards the secret stairs, putting pressure into the lower side. Molotov clearing the stairs, but it's Hampus at the decon stairway, and he will try and cross these players over. ZywOo low at HP, still lands the headshot, and that's the turning of the tides yet again. 4v4, back at the even odds, but that nade might just finish off ZywOo. It's a done deal. Twist throws it on in, and now he's dropped into the site as well. He's got a decent position, but Apex just runs over the top of him. Nok changing up his position now with the initial kill. Plays more passive towards ramp. Will be waiting for his teammates to come through, and he might just get this kill with the aggressive play. Masuda looked like he wanted to go around the corner. Will be holding on, but Plopsky is now gathered with the AWP. Any aggression from Vitality would be instantly answered. And right now, NiP holding the advantage into the round, moving forward with both players on the ramp. They're having to frag out here. There's no other option. They need the kills, and Masuda cannot get it done. Shox instead now switches out. He's got the MAC-10, trades position, and the flash goes up. He's only got the MAC-10 to try and win this round. The first, he's got a little bit of ammo left. He goes for the knife, but the defuse through the smoke. Shox still made it look like he had a chance, but it's NiP
in the round. That's what got them the man advantage, because he played it so patiently. Shox right now is just looking really good individually, really good positionally. As soon as I say that, though, Dinko, he loses the fight against Hampus. I'm sorry, Shox. I cursed you.
If you're a Shox fan or Vitality fan and anything goes wrong, you can hit up Hulk on social media. HulkaCS on Twitter. Or there's an underscore in there somewhere as well.
I'm sorry, there's some dumb underscore in there because I'm an idiot.
You can find it. You can find it. Well, nonetheless, is Vitality taking their time in their approach. Masuda outside the doorway. Just over a minute in play right now for Vitality. And Twist crossing over to the old vent. You've also got Rez tucked him in. This is a decent setup for NiP. A lot covered right now for this attack, and Vitality about to come through. They might just get torn to shreds as this attack continues to run on through the A bomb side. Twist called in the action. That's the bomb found a second opportunity, but Twist only gets the one. And yet again, it feels like there just isn't enough done on that initial A site haul from NiP. It has to be the retake from the double ops, and I just don't see this happening. They're going to try nonetheless. They need rounds now, Alex. You can't just continuously save because you're just going to allow double figures on the T side. So Hampus goes over the top, and ZywOo not ready for that. Now it's Apex in a 1v2, and he thought that was the player heaven, but Hampus already crossed out to the left side, and the double up setup do win the retake.
Hampus being very careful with his drops down, doesn't want to die to full damage. And yeah, NiP get the round with the double AWP retake. And I think NiP, you're right in the A trades to begin with aren't always looking great. But at the same time, they're getting it into close-ish positions where sometimes it can be difficult. I think they're in pole position to close this one out, Dinko. And if NiP want any chance, this pistol round is probably the place they need to start.
Vitality have certainly given themselves a huge lead to play with going into the defensive side. And now NiP, we'll see if they can get off to a good start. They're applying pressure towards ramp early on, and now Shox is going to be under the pressure. Masuda as well. They have cleared the first play, but will they expect Shox to clear him? They've just run right past Shox. My God, that's disgusting. 3 kills collected, a 4th as well, and Shox could tear them all to pieces. The cleanest hold you'll see. And Twist finally rattling one back for NiP, but it's Shox that looks to decimate them all. He's still alive. The rest of his team are falling, and RPK will secure the round. What a hold from Shox. That is just filth on the hold.
Oh, Shox does him dirty in the pistol round. Those are the hardest shots to land, by the way. Glaive tweeted, it's so hard to shoot people not... Again, Shox is always behind them, Ding.
I know,
always.
I know. It's ridiculous. In this game, he has just been everywhere they don't expect him to be. He's taking most of these kills without them even knowing he's there. The pistol round is a fantastic example. Rounds where he's behind them on the MP9. Big clutches where he's wrapped around decon door. Shox has been the MVP on this map. Absolutely no question. He has been so impressive on Nuke. And when Shox is having a good game, you said it in the first couple of rounds here on Nuke. If Shox is clutching, you know Vitality are going to show up. And NiP can't even shoot the skylight window. So it's not going well for NiP right now.
Got it eventually. Flash thrown into the A site. Doesn't do a whole lot. Only 2 primary weapons for NiP. A Galil and a MAC-10. And it looks like Vitality will probably just be outclassing them here. Zywoo even just looking for fights at Yard. Zywoo's still got 99 ADR, by the way. In terms of damage done, he's actually not that far behind Shox, but Shox is coming in again.
But Rez has looked back, and just as Rez looked towards Shox's position, that's when Shox backs away. Everything is going right now for Shox. And now the attack from NiP in towards this A bomb site. Masuda now, his time to strike. Can he get anything done? RPK in the hold. Gets the 1 kill, but look at Masuda. He's behind this time, and it's 2 kills collected for Vitality. They'll be taking the win here against NiP. 16-6 on Nuke, 2-0 in the series. And it shocked the MVP of this map. A huge performance from him. He was always behind the Ninjas. And so far, the real test for NiP hasn't gone their way. Vitality just a head and shoulders above the NiP roster today.
Yeah, definitely great to see Shox getting...